Welcome back one and all to the YesterGaming series, a series of videos where I go back and play games from my past and give you an overview of what they're like. This here is part 3 of the Simpsons Hit and Run overview, where we'll finally find out what's been causing all of the strange occurrences in Springfield.
Learn to drive, dumbass!
Now if you're new to this series, please make sure that you check out the first 2 parts of this overview, as there will be spoilers going ahead.
I hope I don't have to share this with Bart.
And with that, let's do a super quick recap on what's happened so far. We started off as Homer and learned that Springfield had been invaded by wasp cameras and surveillance vans.
That black van is spying on us!
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
But after finding out there wasn't Burns' doing, we then took control of Bart and helped Professor Frink make Truckosaurus Rex. After the robot attacked Bart, he was then abducted by aliens, leading us to then take control of Lisa on her hunt for her brother.
Bart's disappeared! You have to help me find him.
And after several misleads, the sea captain eventually tells us where the ill Bart is.
It's no use. His brain is even more broken than usual. All I can do is take you home and get you a diaper.
We then took control of Marge on a hunt to find out what happened to Bart, and we eventually find out that it's because aliens are using Buzz Cola to mind control people.
That's the alien mind control cola. They gave us tons of that up in the alien spaceship. They're using it to make the town go crazy.
Marge then challenged the Pooh on selling this cola, and we then took control of him to go and find the source. And it's at this point that I ended the video, as I was trying to see how long it would take me to collect coins to buy all the items in this level.
I am a lean, mean, vindaloo machine.
As I mentioned in the last video, it's really hard in the later levels of this game to get enough coins to buy all the items. So the best solution is to drive around smashing civilian cars to get coins and making sure that I change my car regularly so that I don't get chased down by the cops.
Where did that guy come from?
Now I'm not gonna lie, this took about 2 hours for me to get enough coins to buy the 2 cars and the 2 outfits that I still needed in this level.
Perhaps I should refrain from doing that in the future.
So if you do want 100% this game, you can, but you're going to have to spend a lot of time travelling around smashing cars to get enough coins to buy everything. I'm going to decide though for the rest of this video not to do this in the later levels, and instead I'm just going to go and do Apu's story missions. Apu's mission starts by finding the cola truck.
I must find the source of this evil beverage. The soda invoice commanded I go here, but I see no cola factory. Oh, a cola truck. Time for me to do that Hindu that I do.
This mission is fairly easy, as it's not unlike other missions I've done in the past. All I have to do is follow the truck around and pick up any crates that it drops. I keep doing this until we eventually reach the mob's hideout, where I talk to Louis to ask if he has any information about Buzz Cola.
Hello, stereotypical Italians. Please to tell me the source of the evil cola.
We don't know nothing. Except that the vans are controlled by mysterious strangers. Anyway, you shouldn't stick your nose in other people's business. It could come back to haunt you. And your family.
Oh my gosh. Your thinly veiled threat has reminded me of my fatherly duties. I'm supposed to pick up the octuplets at the doctor's.
This mission's a little diversion from the main plot, and it leads me to sprint to the hospital being chased down by black sedans.
Get out of my way, silly pedestrian!
After a bit of poor driving for me, I am able to escape the first sedan, and despite the cops chasing me, I am able to slip the second sedan as well. And then I go and talk to Dr. Hibbert.
I'm afraid we have a medical emergency.
Oh no, my babies!
Your babies are about to go to the bathroom all over my waiting room. And diapers aren't covered by your insurance. Ooh, you better hurry. I heard the parents of the Shelbyville 9 are grabbing every diaper in town.
After then changing to the car built for Homer, I then ram a civilian car to steal their diapers. An easy task that's only made difficult by the tight time limit, but I'm able to manage it, and I go and talk to Dr. Hibbert again.
Quickly, cover my incontinent children's tushies.
That was close. Another minute in my office would look like the Ganges River.
After sorting out Apu's domestic problems, we then go to the Krusty Burger to ask for information about Buzz Cola from the clown himself.
You require information about trucks delivering evil cola. How can I get this classified data?
Sorry, Apu. I'm a drink-squeezy, punchy lowlife. You need a professional scumbag. Follow a cop until you find one. You'll have better luck if you know, look American.
Thank you, horrible man.
After changing to look more American, I then return to the Krusty Burger and race after Police Chief Wiggum by following a trail of donuts. Now it's 10 minutes ago, this is the tightest one yet, and I can't help but have to restart the mission after I miss one donut. But as usual, now that I know the route, it's a lot easier the second time, and I'm able to reach with him, and then I stalk him around for a bit. But due to me having a crash, I end up taking a wrong turn, and I lose Police Chief Wiggum.
Oh, jeez. That was pathetic.
So I do that all again, and I eventually follow him until we get to the DMV, where we find Snake.
Hand over your wallet, dude. This is totally a mugging.
Oh, what good luck. A criminal.
Huh?
Well, surely a violent filth bag such as yourself could find out who is driving the black cola vans.
Well, I do have a connection at the DMV, but it will cost you. You have to pick up the litter from my community service.
So doing Snake's community service isn't that bad, as all I have to do is follow a garbage truck round and pick up the trash cans that it drops, and then jump around downtown picking up the remaining trash cans. Then all that's left is a sprint back to tell Snake the good news.
My friend has the information at the DMV. Go pick it up. Pronto.
After grabbing the information, and then finding out that this information is actually blank, we go to berate Snake, only to find that he's evilly tricked us into doing more of his community service.
Oh, I'm totally evil.
So hopping in Snake's cool car, we then have to drive over to the cinema, where we have to first of all lose Police Chief Wiggum, before we start ram raiding an armoured bank truck.
Mindless distraction.
This truck is pretty beefy and it takes a lot of time and a lot of strategic ramming to be able to take it out.
What possible service could this be to the community?
Shut up and take us back to the hideout. Charity.
And then after going to the, quote, charity, we then get the information that we've been looking for.
Look, the cola trucks are registered to the museum.
I then quickly talk to Bart and we race over to the museum, finding that we have to ram raid the Curator to get his keys to the building.
Take that!
And after trapping the Curator in a corner and avoiding the cops, we then head back to the museum.
Remember these being here before? I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually excited to be going to a museum.
Shiva H. Vishnu! The cola is dripping from that meteor!
Ooh, free deadly cola.
We did it! We destroyed a priceless archaeological artifact! Oh.
What we? I did all the driving.
Now let's find out who's behind all this strange cola business.
I know it's a cliche, but ay caramba!
Kodos, look at these space ratings for foolish Earthlings.
What happened, Kang? Foolish Earthlings used to be the #1 reality show in the galaxy. Space viewers couldn't get enough of these humans and their behavior.
Our show is down in all key demos.
But our show concept was so perfect. We filmed these idiotic bipeds with hidden cameras and beam it into every television in the galaxy.
These aliens have been secretly filming an intergalactic reality show in Springfield.
I knew there was a simple explanation.
I'm going to introduce the evil cola into the water supply. People will go mad.
I like it.
Then we distribute laser guns at the Squidport tourist area.
I like it.
The cola-maddened humans will go berserk,
I like it.
destroying themselves and their town.
Delivering big space ratings for foolish Earthlings.
We've got to prevent the aliens from putting laser guns in the hands of cola-drunk townspeople.
Why? That sounds hilarious. I'd watch that show.
I tell you what, you're a bad little boy.
And with that, the source of Buzz Cola is now destroyed, and we've learned that Kang and Kodos are the cause of all of this. So I then take control of Bart, but as usual, I ignore the story missions first of all, and go collectible hunting. I find my first collector card on the broken bridge, although I have to fall down a couple of times before I'm able to work out how to grab it.
This must be worth a fortune.
Then after finding that both Camp Krusty and the dam both have nothing except a few coins and a few wasps, I go to explore the observatory. Finding that the observatory is basically the same as how it was for Lisa's level, I decide not to waste any of my coins on Bart's outfits yet, and decide to go do Ralph's race while I'm here.
You and me are having a play date. You race and I'll watch.
As usual, this race is against the next level character, in this case Homer. And I must say that this race is very difficult, as ultimately I had to restart because Homer tackled me just before the end. But we're being a lot more careful the second time, and with a bit of luck that Homer gets stuck in the ring of fire, I'm able to win the second time easily.
You made good time there. Must have been all that fling from the wall you've done.
I then pillaged the coins out of the TV studio before going to buy the car off Kearney.
Hey, Kearney, I need to do a lot of collateral damage in the minimum amount of time.
I've got just the thing. I've got a car that was owned by a super villain. He used it to conquer the East Coast.
After grabbing this rad villain's car, I then head over to the Duff plant, climb on top of the blimp, and grab the collector card.
Collecting these is much better than learning.
Next I jump into the container ship, grab a few more coins, but sadly find that there's no collectibles here, so then I drive over to the Planet Hype sign to grab a collector card.
It's like a game within a game.
I then next come across Milhouse's race.
Milhouse, still working for the man, I see. I've decided to buckle under and accept it. The money I earn goes towards my dad's child support payments.
This trial is really hard, as it's not only a tight course, but it's also a ridiculously tight time limit. And after racing around the docks and almost blowing up my car, I'm able to win, but only with a second to spare.
That was just barely a pass, even under our low standards, Bart.
Good enough for me.
And with that done, I now take several attempts at grabbing the collector card inside the fire ring.
Must collect more.
Before I go and do Nelson's race.
All right.
Okay, now don't get me started with this race. Homer is just too fast and he makes hardly any mistakes. This results in me having loss after loss, 17 in total before I get one lucky race where Homer glitches twice and I'm able to win by the skin of my teeth.
You're a regular Lance Murdoch, Bart. Without the full body cast, of course.
Taking what I assume is one of Burns' cars, I then go to grab the collect card in the middle of the road before I go and do Snake's bonus mission.
Hey, kid dude, what's up?
I'm looking for a wheelman.
Tempting. Tell you what, dude, I just walked out of Springfield prison, but if you clear up a few loose ends for me, I will help you.
The first task that Snake has me doing is tailing Wiggum and smashing into him to try and destroy his car and grab the evidence that he's holding on Snake. Now Wiggum's car is quite tough and it does take me a while, but I'm able to do it, grab the evidence, and then I'll return to Snake for the next task.
I hear Fat Tony is totally paying big bucks for every milk truck that gets smashed up. Lord knows why, but he's the kingpin, apparently.
So targeting a poor milkman, I destroy his van in next to no time.
Sorry, not sorry.
Then I return to Snake to complete his mission.
Okay, dude, here's the deal. You need me, you just call my service, and I will be there. Later, dude.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had to Google where the last two collector cards were in this level.
I don't remember these being here before.
Finding that I'd missed one because I didn't use a crane to get up onto a secret part of the container ship.
Sweet.
I'm missing another because it was hidden behind a tree down by the motel.
Woohoo!
But after getting these, I decided it's finally time to go and talk to Apu.
Apu, you've got to help me warn Krusty about this alien plot and thus save the good people of Springfield.
I'm sorry, sir, but I cannot speak English. I only speak Hindi.
But you're speaking English now.
Yes, I learned these words phonetically.
Finding Apu is useless to us, we'll go talk to Otto instead.
Automan, I need a ride.
No can do, little dude. I gotta round up these other little dudes and get them to Krusty Lou for the studio tour.
That's where I need to go. Step on it, Otto.
I then dart around in the school bus picking up kids on the way to the Krusty Studios. And after avoiding all the cops and picking up all the kids, we go to talk to Barney.
Barney, where's Krusty? I have to warn him.
Krusty's not here, little Homer. He's down at the Squidport, doing a promo for this new Buzz Cola.
But that's the cola the aliens are using to control all human behavior.
Control human behavior? No beverage could do that. Oh no, I haven't had a Duff in 2 hours. My life is over.
So I start by following a truck up to the observatory before we then race Krusty in his limo down to the docks.
Move, move, move!
And and after we just beat Krusty, we try to warn him about what's happening, but he doesn't believe us, so we decide to go talk to Professor Frink, so we stalk him up to the observatory.
Professor Frink, you've got to help me. No one believes my story. It's just like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, except instead of a wolf, it's an alien conspiracy.
Aliens? Well, that would explain these strange transmissions from my plutonium CB radio. I must have intercepted an alien message. It says they're hiding the lasers in the Duff trucks. Glahiven Gloivy, the plot is convoluted now.
This is the usual mission format by now. We just smash into a truck, grab anything that it drops, and then dart off to the Duff factory to grab another laser as proof before we go talk to Principal Skinner to see if we can get any help.
Principal Skinner! Aliens are distributing deadly lasers all over Springfield. We gotta warn everybody.
All we've got to do, young man, is get that illicit goo-gaw out of your hands. Clearly, you forgot the school's zero-tolerance policy on lasers.
So after the laser's confiscated, we have another familiar mission where we just have to smash Skinner, grab the laser back before we go talk to Krusty again.
See this laser gun?
Well, what do you know? You were telling the truth. You've taught this old clown a lesson. And blah, 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 etc., stay in school. I just wish you told me before I let them set up those free laser gun stands.
Oh, man. I better get some heavy artillery if I'm gonna take out that much private property.
So I hop in the villain car and I dart around smashing the stalls as they're giving away lasers. This part's pretty easy. However, I biff the jump on the return leg, meaning I have to restart because I've been busted by the cops as well.
Eat my dust, dust eaters.
But I do it all again and I complete it with a few seconds to spare.
Oh, why didn't I just do this in the first place?
Why didn't I know that showgirl last night was a guy? Hindsight's always 20/20.
And with that done, I then return to the Krusty Burger to talk to Homer and get his help to race back to the brewery. I decide, however, to go the other way around the map to the aliens, as I know it's a lot quicker, and I'll win easily, and then I get to check out the final cutscene of this level.
The lasers were only the beginning. Even now, our all-purpose evil cola is spreading underground through your water supply. It will wake the dead. Zombies will rise from the grave and devour the living.
And our ratings will rise to levels unseen since the heyday of Evening Shade.
Oh man, that sounds cool. I mean, oh no, I hope their plan fails. Who am I kidding? Zombies eating brains? Oh, this is gonna rock!
And with that, I head into the final level, which seems to be straight out of a Treehouse of Horror episode. Exploring around, I quickly find the first collector card in the Flanders garden.
I can sell this on the internet.
I then find the house covered in Homer's Shining references, and then I have some fun trying out the different civilian cars, my favourite being the Skeleton's coffin car. And then after admiring that most of the NPC characters in this level are zombies now, I then go to buy the zombie car and grab another collector card from inside the cemetery.
Me, Monty. You mean I gotta get more?
I end up finding not much of interest in the trailer park, but as I continue around to the farm, I find another collector card.
Sweet, sweet, obsessive collecting.
I then advance on the power plant and quickly find that Kang and Kodos have crashed into it. And then after going up to it and finding that it can no longer go inside the power plant, I decide to climb the broken girders up to the spaceship. This brings me into the break room first of all, where I pass through the smoke and collect the coins before I climb up further past the spaceship up into Burns' office. As you can see, the red mist came over me a bit as I saw a collector card, and I didn't think that the floor might have been booby-trapped. After a few more falls and a bit more experimenting, I'm able to grab the card, and then I slowly work my way around to the desk, and then finally I'm able to work my way up to the wasp and kill it.
Finish him!
I then travel back past the Simpsons house, finding another collector card in the play park, before finding my first zombie race.
Hey, zombie! They have you working at the DMV now? Brains! Thank you, I do have nice brains.
This is a quick and easy time trial with a fun jump involved, and I beat it easily first time.
In your face!
And with that done, I now go to do Smithers' bonus mission.
Wow. Mr. Smithers, can you help me out? There's some scary, weird, godless, fascinating stuff going on.
Not now, Simpson. Mr. Burns wants me to run some errands, but I have a brunch date. You know how it is.
Whatever, just give me the mission.
His missions just involve collecting some items in a time limit. However, I failed the first one as I suddenly forget how to jump.
Ooh, I'm soaring like a candy wrapper in an updraft.
However, the second time I'm able to grab it, and then I'm sent to go get some tooth powder. However, it's awkwardly put on the roof of the Krusty burger, and I only have 15 seconds to get it.
Close, but no cigar.
But on like my 6th try, I'm able to grab it, and after returning, I'm sent to go grab a record from on top the now alive Lard statue. And after grabbing the collector card that's also up here, I then return to Smithers, and I get Burns' limo as a prize. I then decide to go and buy Homer's donut outfit, as I feel it's more befitting of this level. After trying out the bonus car of this level for a bit, the RC car, I then go to challenge the next zombies race.
If I win this, you have to promise not to eat my brains.
No! Deal!
I have a very bad start to my race.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
I'm able to pass them all, and due to the length of these laps, I'm able to win with a hearty lead.
In your face! Woohoo!
And not wanting to waste any time, I decide to go and do the final zombie race as well.
Okay, living dead, let's do this! And get back to trying to kill each other.
Sounds like plan.
This race is the easiest one yet, as I pass them all on the first turn, and then I hold the lead for the entire way around the map.
I'm so talented and good looking.
And with that, the open world racer is my prize, and I dart back to the school to grab the final collectibles that are left. Once there, I hop onto the roof to grab all the coins before I grab the final collector card of this game.
Me wanty.
Now, since I've got all the collector cards, I head back to Lisa's level to trade these in for the Itchy and Scratchy ticket.
A complete set! Ooh, I think I just formatted my pants.
And then after a short journey down to the Aztec Theatre to talk to a squeaky voiced teen, I get to see the bonus video of this game. I personally found this video somewhat underwhelming, but nevertheless I head back to Homer's level to start the story missions.
Dad, the zombies are on the way. Shouldn't we do something?
Not now, Lisa. I'm trying to listen to the baseball game.
It's the top of the 7th, and oh God, zombies! They're devouring the crowd. Now they're eating my brain. Oh, the pain! Ah!
Oh, all right. I'll get us some survival supplies.
Preparing for the zombie apocalypse a bit late, we'll grab some first aid supplies off Flanders, before grabbing some boards off Cletus, and finally a chainsaw off Mo before we dart home. After then heading down to the school, we talk to the comic book guy, where he tells us that the spaceship is using a tractor beam, and that the black sports car in front of it is acting as the alien's probe. So we follow this black car round to the power plant, where we talk to Professor Frink.
Power plant? But I'm bored of this level.
Based on my mathulations, I figured out the alien's weakness. It's nuclear waste. Yuck.
And how does that affect me?
Well, it could save the life of you and your family.
And?
Look, I've loaded my vehicle with nuclear waste from the power plant. It's going to deliver this toxic payload to the alien ship.
Under a barrel of radioactive waste, we then dart around the map to try and get to the UFO.
Oh, good lord.
Sadly, the cops do start chasing me, but I'm able to avoid them and I reach the spaceship where I sacrifice Professor Frink.
Half of the tractor beam! Oh, it's sucking me up!
Boy, talk about stunning the nerd.
I then quickly go to chat to Lisa inside the school, and I follow her suggestion to race round to the power plant to ask Mr. Burns for more nuclear waste.
Odds Budkins, is it you, Merryweather? Come to haunt me again? I killed you once.
Mr. Burns, it's me, Homer Simpson.
So you're not the ghost of my former partner. Whew. Wow, that was... Wow.
Look, I need to get some barrels of radioactive waste to save Springfield from the aliens.
I agree. Illegal aliens are a nuisance.
Not leaf blower aliens, tentacle aliens.
Go. In that case, here's the map to where I buried nuclear waste barrels all over Springfield. And the EPA wanted to fine me. Bleeding heart liberals. I hope they bleed from the heart.
Armed with more nuclear waste, I hop in my car and do the same mission again, racing around the map to go and bomb the UFO.
Oh man, my car is gone, and the ashtray was full of pennies.
Talking to Snake, I quickly hijack him in his car, and what a surprise, I have to race around the map again to the power plant, grab some more nuclear waste, and come back and bomb the UFO again.
Eggs over easy.
Sayonara, dude!
My next target for hijacking is Grandpa.
Give me a lift. I gotta save Springfield. Now you're not gonna sacrifice me for the greater good, are you, son? We'll see, Dad. We'll see.
Now this is yet again the same mission the 4th time in a row. Apart from this time I have to race the black car at the beginning.
Oh, did I do something wrong?
And once I've grabbed the nuclear waste, I quickly learn I only have a minute to get around the map, which is really hard in a car which you don't have a lot of control over.
Learn to drive, dumbass.
As a result, I crash 7 times and lose the nuclear waste barrel, meaning I then have to travel back to the power plant to grab another one. This mission therefore took me about 20 minutes to complete, but my perseverance is eventually worth it as I'm able to watch the final cutscene.
I smell toast! Nuclear death, you effeminate wriggling spacewads! Imagine that, scared of some harmless nuclear waste. So very harmless. Oh, cut your fingernails!
That fortune teller was right. I do end up dying in a spaceship crash.
I'm really proud of you for rescuing us all from that alien invasion.
Did that really happen? I thought it was a bad dream after eating too many raw hot dogs.
No, homie. You're the town hero.
Sweet. And the ninja babysitters? Was that real or a hot dog dream?
Hot dog dream. Dad, your fans want you outside.
Fans? Oh, those fans.
At least our show was a success.
Why did we go to Earth Heaven when we died?
At least we don't have to sit through the stupid video game credits. No!
And with that, the main game is over. However, that doesn't mean that the fun is over, as there's still bonus races that I can do. These races are awarded for collecting all the collector cards in each of the levels. I mean, there's 7 different tracks based on each of the levels, and you get to choose what car you want to drive as well as what driver you are before you then enjoy a top-down RC race. These races can be done alone or in multiplayer, so you can have some fun with your friends, and despite them not being amazing, they are a pleasant bit of bonus fun. And with that, my overview of the Simpsons Hit and Run is now done. And my god, I didn't think that I'd end up making an hour and a half worth of videos out of it, but I thought it was needed to give the game the honours it deserved.
Yes!
This is certainly a fun game and well worth your time. And despite the fact there are several repeating missions, this isn't necessarily a bad thing, as they're quite fun, but a bit more variety would be nice.
All for Bart!
game being chock-a-block full of things to entertain not only fans of the series, but also film fanatics and gamers in general, it's a really good game and well worth giving a try.
And people say I'm slow. Wait a minute, that was an insult!
I'm going to do a super short review of the game in the next few days, so if you want a more thorough go through on what's good and bad about the game, check that out.
I fought the law and I won!
As always, if you've liked the video, please like and subscribe, and if you want to check out anything else that I've done, please check out any of these videos that are linked on screen.
Oh, that's gonna cost me.
The next game that I'm going to do an overview of is GoldenEye 007 for the N64, a classic game that I'm sure many of you will know and love, and I can't wait to play it. And with that, this is finished. Have a great time, one and all.
Nothing lasts forever.